Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim, and thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. So today we'll be talking something very important, and it's about this gay palm colored man who actually adopted a black baby, right? At first, I thought that was a silicone baby, not knowing it is a real baby. I mean, that is a real baby, right? And he actually came, set his tripod, and turned on his camera and started saying that, okay, he started with, I am hoping to get this TikTok over to black TikTokers. I mean, he is hoping that you all are going to help him on how to take care of his adopted daughter's hair. Zoe is her name. And this baby, if you look at the picture, you definitely will know that that baby is not up to 1 month. I mean, that baby is just a newborn. And the way he was combing the baby's hair, I was so scared that I didn't know, but that was really, really something else. And a lot of people think there is nothing wrong with that, adopting a black child and all that. See, let me tell you all something. That child is for content creating, because a child, before she was even born, they already knew what they wanted to use the baby for. Because like, who does something like that? Say in a camera, you are adopting a child and you never took your time to learn on how to take care of the baby and all that. But you are coming on TikTok to ask black people. And he got so many great answers from black people. Let's get into this video.
So the last time I talked about something like this and gave my thoughts and opinions, y'all called me the word that starts with an R and ends with a T. Be prepared to get mad again, because I got some stuff I want to say. When I seen that video, it instantly irritated me, and the comments irritated me even more. I don't know how the adoption process works, but I do know that they probably did not have a preference of race for the child that they were going to adopt. So in my mind, that means that you know how to take care of any child that you are to adopt. Why be open to all races of children when you can't take care of them? Now, I seen in his follow-up video that they knew 2 months before that they were going to get her. Even in between that time, something could have been done. But like I said before, they did not have a preference. And I know, because he said that they didn't care, what race of child they got. But that means that you need to be prepared. And I'm going to be honest, you cannot not care about the race of the child that you have when you are not the same race as that child. Meaning there is going to be a disconnect in many different places. And as for us, black women, I love that we are down to support so many different people. And I know that y'all are showing support for that love in that child, but it enables people like that. Because we all know that people tend to lean on us when they want some kind of comfort, when they need help. And then when they're done with us, they discard of us. I have seen so many of us run to the aid of people who would never do the same for us. And do y'all notice that we don't do that same thing? We don't come asking for help. Either we find a solution or we make one. We utilize our resources to figure out how we should handle a situation. But how many times have non-black parents come on here asking for our advice because they adopted a black child or they had a child with a black person and they don't know how to do certain things. They don't know how to have certain conversations, even though they put themselves in that situation to have that child. That was a choice. I did not find that video to be flattering. Them reaching out to the black community, to black talk, to black people, to black women, I did not find that flattering. I actually found it insulting, because that tells me that they did not do one lick of research. They didn't look into anything. They didn't Google nothing. They didn't go on YouTube. They didn't do anything. They came straight to the internet because they knew that black women would be willing to help. I know some of y'all might think that I'm doing too much, but how many children that were adopted by non-black parents or that had a non-black parent have come on here and told their horror stories about what they went through as a child? Sometimes their first experience of a microaggression or macroaggression or racism or colorism or texturism was at home. Don't put yourself in the position to have a child that you really don't know how to take care of. This might not be a conversation y'all want to have, but it's a necessary.
That white gay man with that black baby who came on here asking how to how to do that baby's hair. First of all, the baby's like 5 days old. And he is handling that baby like it's a rag doll. That baby is, I ain't never seen nobody blatantly have an accessory baby like that. That baby is a conversation starter. He's like, it's a prop. Look at my black baby. Because the same phone that he used to record that video and ask black TikTok how to do that baby's head while he's aggressively brushing that baby's head. At first, I thought it was a doll the way he was holding it. I thought it was fake. I thought it was one of those silicone babies. But the same phone that he used to record that video could have been the same phone that he used to look that up, to Google that, to look it up on YouTube. And I know somebody's going to say, oh, well, maybe he didn't know what to type. He could have typed in exactly what he said. That's how Google works. That's how YouTube works. You could have typed in exactly what you said. That baby is an accessory. Then over on his Instagram account, because I saw somebody post the pictures on here, the baby is posted up on signs. Yeah, he looks like a particular type of person that likes attention. And let's not act like we haven't seen scenarios before or situations before where people had children where they adopted children specifically for content. And then when they were told that they could not put their child on camera, they gave the child back. That happened. That did happen. I had to say that for the people in the comment section, especially the black people in the comment section, running to his defense. Because it ain't about him and his feelings. It's about that damn baby.
And another thing on Mr. Mamas, who adopted the black baby, and I hope this reaches black TikTok, and he could do his own research, and he should have done his own research. Watch how that page is 100% about to become a page for the baby. Everything's gonna be baby content. He's finna be a family content creator in a minute because he only got that baby. I don't care. This is a hill I'm willing to die on. He adopted that baby for content purposes. The fact that he came here and made that video asking us a question when he could have Googled it. The same app, when he hit that plus sign on the bottom, he could have hit that search sign up there and said, how to care for a black baby's hair. He could have went to Google, how to care for a black baby's hair. He could have said, hey Alexa, hey Google, hey Siri. He could have said any of that to get the answer that he wanted. That's his fucking content. That baby girl is his content. Just watch. And then I hope y'all know that lady that had them kids and like her and her friend was abusing them. I don't know their names because I'm not a fan of family bloggers. Like before they start getting all this controversy and people start talking about it, I've been not liking it. So I don't know who they are, but apparently they're pretty popular. And she been abusing and starving and mistreating them kids behind the scenes. Well, I'm sorry. I just feel like that's going to be Zoe's life because Zoe is a content baby. Zoe is a content baby. She is. He said, I know. And then not only that, everybody already know how supportive black women are of everybody. So I can't believe that when he said what she said, but that's neither here nor there. That's neither here nor there. He already knew he was immediately going to get a huge following just from us. And then you go look in the comments, he got exactly what he wanted. Y'all supposed to see that video and keep on scrolling. Then people talk about, even though I ain't like the video, but she's still gonna need her hair taken care of, so I left a comment. Why? He can type it in. Just like when I have a question, I type it in. I go look for it. If I cannot find an answer, then I say, all right, y'all, I didn't look, then I ain't found. He didn't look because he would have found. He would have found. Yeah. And y'all know how I know that that's a content baby. How many times did he say black, black, black? Why do you have to keep saying that? Like you're trying to drive the point home that you're a white man with a black adopted baby. Content. Zoe is here for content. And I really and truly hate that for her. And this is why
you should be adopting babies that look like you. Not saying if he adopted a baby that looked like him, that baby wouldn't have been used for content, but 100% interracial babies, to see somebody adopting a baby that don't look like them, that's gonna go up quicker than to see somebody get a baby that looks like them. That content is gonna do better. Quicker at least, because it might end up doing the same amount of numbers, but one of them is going to grow quicker than the other ones, because he can't get on here and say, hey, I adopted a white baby, I don't know how to do her hair, white girls, can y'all help me? Because he could call his mom and his sister, and then they was gonna tell him about that in the comments, like, damn, you don't got nobody in your life, damn, how did you care for your hair? Yeah, so Zoe is a content baby.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok.
First and foremost, I want to say thank you to everybody that tagged my business in his post. I really appreciate that. That means that the word is out that Tutus and Tennis Shoes is here to help transracial adoptive parents. So here at Tutus and Tennis Shoes, we have online courses, we have booklets, we have 101s, we also have hair products, and during the summer, we do some in-person workshops. However, morally and ethically, I do not like working with transracial adoptive parents who are set on using their child as props. Now, this parent is new, so sir, if this is not your intention and this is not how you choose to proceed with your relationship with your child, then I'd be more than happy to educate you and get you all the things hair care. But if for some reason that you think that this baby came into your family so you can get more likes, more engagement, build a business off of it, I'm sorry, I won't be able to help you. So what is the difference between child modeling and people going viral for adoption? Child modeling, the child comes into the relationship under the pretense of doing business. With the adoption, the child is coming into the relationship under the pretense of being a part of the family. And seeing as though this is an infant, they've barely been in the world 2 seconds, it's not fair to start telling their story. It's not fair to start putting their likeness all over the internet just for more engagement and clicks. And I'm hoping that this was an honest mistake. I'm hoping that this was a genuine request for help. But going forward, if this is your plan of action, I'm not the hair care education person for you. I would also encourage you to build your village of Black people. You cannot raise a Black child in an island of whiteness. So the fact that you jumped on the internet as soon as the baby came home leads me to believe that maybe you don't have close Black friends. I would encourage you to start building those relationships, okay? You need a village, and that baby is going to need ethnic mirrors. If all this is okay with you and you're ready to get started, hit me up. I left the website in your comments. If you need it again, it's tutustenisshoes.com. Again, we offer 101s, booklets, hair care products, and online classes, and in-person workshops during the summer. All right, y'all, have a...
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok.
Okay, so I don't know if it was just me, but that video was really, really weird to me. I don't know why, but that video was weird, and it was just a really weird video. I don't know, I just find it really performative when people such as him come on to platforms like TikTok or social media and ask for help on doing specific things that are revolved around the specific child that they adopted. Because what are we gonna do to help you that YouTube can't do to help you? I just don't understand. I just feel like you want everyone to know that you just went through the adoption process and now you have this baby and now you're this baby's parent, because I just don't see the reason of asking us for help when you can literally pull out your laptop and type on that little laptop, how do I style 4C, 4A, 4B, whatever hair, like, and there's literally a tutorial. I don't know. I just feel like you wanted everyone to see this video and be like, oh my goodness, wow, he really wants to help. He really cares. Like, oh my goodness, it's so sweet that you're being open and you want everyone to, like, that's what it just gives. It just gives really performative, when you could have just typed on to YouTube and you would have had a 20-minute, a 30-minute, a 40-minute video that would have give you a detailed tutorial rather than everyone stitching you and giving you a 60-second tutorial. Like, it just feels very performative to me, because I don't get it. Also, like, why are you brushing this child's hair like she's a baby doll? And looks like she's not even 1 year old yet. She looks like she's about 3 months old. You don't need to know how to style her hair at this stage. So what do you? That's another reason why it looks performative. What are you doing right now? All she needs is water and oil in that hair. Not even oil, just water and then the brush. For real.
I'm hoping to get this TikTok over to Black TikTok. Any Black parents, we have adopted a Black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair.
I feel like if you wanted to adopt a baby girl, a Black baby girl, you should have learned the basics, which is her hair. So besides that, one thing I just mentioned, the way he was brushing the hair really irritated me, because babies' heads are so soft. She's a newborn. Babies' heads are so soft. You could press into them and literally, I think you feel their brain. I don't know. All I know is that the skull isn't formed yet. So to be brushing her hair like that is nasty, crazy work. Can't be all Black people can't adopt Black babies. I'm not gonna say that, because the reality is that you're taking this baby out of a system that would have probably abused them or left them with disadvantages that would follow them. What I do ask is that people that want to adopt Black children, please make sure that they're around people of their own culture and community. At least 3 times a week, once a week, even once a week. Or even a FaceTime even. Maybe a FaceTime. Face-to-face interactions with people that look like them, so that they can feel represented in how they look. I know so many biracial people on TikTok with identity crises, because they had they only grew up on one side of their family, and that was kind of tragic, because if you don't see the other side of yourself, you look different from the one side you grew up in, you're gonna feel like an outsider. Affirming is also very important, because how do I phrase this? I feel like affirmations are important, because this baby girl isn't gonna see herself in the media as much as you might, or she isn't going to see herself on Disney Channel as much as you might, or she's going to see herself on Nickelodeon as much as you might. She's probably going to see monoliths of people that look like her, which is not nice. She's probably going to see people that don't look like her overrepresented in the media, which is also not nice. So I feel like affirmations are really important keys to instilling her confidence and maintaining that. Please do your research on this Black baby that you want to adopt before you adopt them. Do thorough research, because it's going to be a very hard, long life for them if you don't do the. I'm not saying that non-Black people can't raise Black people. I'm just saying that this Black baby is going to experience a lot of other experiences that you might never ever experience, and that's just a reality. It might not happen, and it might happen. You have to be prepared.
Adopted a Black baby. Her name is Zoe, and I don't know what to do for her hair.
I'm just going to say this, that whatever prejudices you have about Black women, Black people, they are all going to come out while you're raising your Black baby. The fact that you are already expecting Black people to put in labor for you is very indicative of what your intentions are with your baby. You're going to expect her to do the work for you. Listen to transracial adoptee.
Don't jump me, but I think there's something really odd and really weird about adopting a child from a different racial background and then coming to TikTok to ask for help. There are so many books, so many other resources, so many ways for you to have gained that information. One, not only before adopting said child, but two, for the future of that child's life. Let's say I was going to adopt a child, right? And I know the adoption system is not perfect. It is not linear. It is not build a baby either. So you can't go in there and pick exactly the child you want. Correct. I understand this. Let's say I've been trying to adopt for years and finally a Filipino baby becomes available. Now I don't know shit about the Philippines. I could point it out to you on a map, but that's about it. Filipino history and culture, I don't know. For the sake of the child, I would have to start some research. Obviously, if I'm in the adoption process, I want a baby. But now it is my responsibility to inform myself about the culture of this baby if I ever want them to have any connection to their culture, if I ever want to raise them to understand their place in this world, right? What I'm not gonna do is do that research through TikTok. I'm not going to come on TikTok and be like, hey guys, can you teach me some Filipino history and culture so that I can then tell it to my baby? You know, the child that I have to raise and care for the rest of its life. This becomes even worse when you're at a position in the world where you have a certain amount of privilege that you have to unlearn to even be empathetic to that baby and its position in society. And then, the cherry on top to top it all off, haven't there been enough conversations on this app about the dangers of posting your fucking infants? And then you go and give us a full 360 shot of the baby while you're coddling and brushing her like a doll. And shame on everybody calling themselves her internet auntie instead of giving that man actual advice. First of all, get your baby off the internet. Second of all, go pick up a book. What's done is done. You got the baby now. You can't give it back. But what y'all not gonna do is let this man be continuously ignorant and thinking that that video was a step in the correct direction. Like, oh my God.
So this is all I got from the stitches, and I really don't know where to even start from. When I saw the video at first, I thought that was like a silicone baby, and then I was like, why is he brushing the hair so hard? I did not like pay any attention to it, and I was like, how come black baby, white man? And then I just I started like going through I saw so many black people talking about it. Then I was like, oh, okay, this is really serious. And number one is that that baby is not up to 1 month. If you look at the baby, you can also know that the baby is just not up to, the baby is just newborn. And what stopped him from making research before, I think it's a process for you to adopt a child, or before the child, I don't know, maybe they knew the mother of the child, and before the child was even born, he knew that he was going to go into adopt a black child, right? Why did he not start making his research and all that? Now, all of a sudden, he has the baby and he wants to start creating content with the baby. Trust me, that baby is already a content creator without even, she hasn't even come to the world yet, but she's already in the world. But before she came to the world, she has already started creating content, because that is what they want you to do with that baby. And number one is that, how do you adopt someone that you don't know a lot about them? Because how to take care of a baby hair is just something you can type on the internet and you find it straight up without even having to come here, put your phone down to record video to start asking, how am I supposed to take care of my black and the Zoe's hair? Hair. Zoe already is, I don't know how to put this, but man, there are some things you see on the internet, you ask that you doubt some people's sanity and all of that. And yeah, it's all over the internet. Everybody's coming at him. People do not like it because people think excuse me, people think who does something like that? If I were to adopt a child from another race, I am using as an example. First of all, you should know more about that people, the place you want to adopt a child from, because you are the one that will take care of that baby, and what you have what you have learned about their culture, and this thing is also what you are going to teach the child, because you can't give up what you do not have. You only give up what you have. So how do you give up what you how do you take care of someone you know nothing about them and all of that? So yeah, I think it's really I just don't understand some people's mentality and all that, but it is what it is. Each time I say they are unbelievable, you all are I am not surprised, So yeah, little baby girl has already started creating content, and this is how they will be using this to get clicks and likes and all that. They are going to set their camera and start with make my black daughter's hair with me, because it's all a black daughter, just to get the attention of so many people. And for those that are thinking there is nothing wrong with, if you do not find anything wrong with that, that it's your own problem. All the best to you all. And this is all I got to say. If you have anything to say, why not feel free to let's interact in the comment section, and see you all in my next video. Bye for now.